Greetings, everyone. I'm Duchess DJ Love, founder of gallivantinglikearoyal.com and host of two YouTube channels, Gallivanting Like a Royal and Duchess DJ Love. Today, we're going to be talking about dementia caregiving too. So, let's see here now. Are you missing the subtle signs your loved one with dementia is trying to convey? Join me today as we uncover the hidden messages behind their behavior and learn how to respond with empathy and understanding. And there's 5 things that we want to talk about in this episode on the clues that you might be missing when it comes to your loved one with dementia. So this is what we're going to talk about. A lot of times people with dementia, that affects their memory. Well, it also affects their communication more than anything else. In my book, Navigating the World, Traveling with a Loved One with Dementia, I talk about these things, and I talk about it from a frame point of travel, because I travel frequently with my mom, Lady Lexi, who suffers with dementia. But there's tips and tricks and ways to make things go a lot better. And there's ways to make them even smarter, for the memory to actually work a little bit better and kind of eradicate that behavior somewhat. And that's what I want to do. I want to help you understand those clues that they may be giving you along the way, because they're suffering, okay? And they are hurting. And they don't like the fact, their pride is that they can't remember how to do basic things anymore. They hate the fact that they can't tell you what they need when they need something. But you might be wondering, who is this lovely lady that's giving you these dementia tips? I'm Duchess DJ Love, and I'm going to show you a quick commercial about who I am. So stay tuned.
Duchess DJ Love. Duchess DJ Love is not only a travel aficionado, but also a savvy financial expert. Through her blog, Gallivanting Like a Royal, and her podcasts, she shares invaluable insights on wealth mindset and financial empowerment. Duchess DJ Love's practical advice and strategies help her audience navigate the complexities of money management with confidence and ease. Her dedication to financial literacy is evident in her engaging content, where she breaks down complex financial concepts into easy-to-understand tips. Whether it's budgeting for a luxurious getaway or investing wisely, Duchess DJ Love's guidance ensures her followers are well-equipped to achieve their financial goals. With the grace and warmth of a true Southern belle, Duchess DJ Love inspires her audience to not only explore the world, but also to build a secure and prosperous future.
Okay, we're back, and we're going to discuss those 5 subtle clues that your loved one may be giving you. Again, I'm Duchess DJ Love, the host and founder of gallivantinglikearoyal.com. Okay, so let's think about this. 5 subtle clues that people with dementia might convey to their caregivers. And how do they do that? Okay, the first thing is changing in their mood or behavior. Now you think about that. You got to kind of understand your person to know their mood and their behavior, because individuals with dementia may exhibit subtle shifts in their mood and behavior. They might become more withdrawn, anxious, or irritable. And these signs can be a way of expressing discomfort, confusion, or frustration. Let me give you an example of this. Sometimes when we're traveling and there's a lot of noise going on and a lot of commotion, my mom will get real irritable. And, just you can tell she's frustrated. And so I try to figure out, okay, what is it? And can you tell me what's bothering you? She don't understand what I'm talking about. So I just have to think, okay, is it a little loud in here? It's a little loud to me. It might be a little loud to her. So sure enough, usually that's it. So I can put in some little earplugs for her, and that solves that problem. That's just one example of how their moods and behavior can express their discomfort. 2, difficulty with routine tasks. Number 2, this is probably the big one. Look, they're used to taking care of themselves, okay? They don't want to feel like a baby. They don't want someone, brushing their teeth, washing them, feeding them. That really messes with their self-esteem and their confidence. So that hurts them. It hurts their soul. It hurts their inside. They feel so helpless. So struggling with the everyday tasks that were once easy, such as cooking, dressing, or manage the finances, or just, doing normal things, can be a sign. And they might choose start avoiding these tasks or do them incorrectly, indicating their declining their cognitivity here, but to let you know too that they're suffering. So I help my mom with the bath these days. She can actually do it. She can do a lot of things on her own, but I like to help her um, because she gets the soap and the shampoo mixed up. Sometimes I do the same thing, but this is normal. Or, she might want to put on a pair of pants that's dirty versus a clean pair because she doesn't know these are the dirty pair versus the clean pair. With her right mind, she would have known these things. So these are just some of the simple things with doing routine tasks that they struggle with. So you gotta think about them and show some compassion when they try. Even if they're doing it wrong, give them some grace because they're doing the best they can. And it might take them, I don't know, 5 times longer. Like, taking a bath, shouldn't take more than a shower or 5 minutes. Well, it might take them 20 minutes. Again, they forget they don't wash this shoulder. And they might be washing this one over and over and over and forgetting this shoulder. These are just things that you have to deal with and think about them and the frustration that they're going to and just help them. Help them in a way that doesn't take away their dignity or their pride or make them feel ashamed. Just say, hey, I want to help. Let me do this. I'm learning how to do it too. Let me practice on you. You change it around and make them smile and happy to help because they want to help. They want to be able to contribute. So these are some of the things to think about. How can you turn it around and spin it, so to speak, so that they'll be okay with it and they can handle what's going on? And one of the things with dementia that I'm sure you've heard of a lot is repetitive questions or telling you the same thing over and over and over and over. So repeating the same questions or statements can be a sign of their memory loss is getting a little bit worse. This repetition often stems from an inability to retain new information and can be a way of seeking reassurance from you. So again, with this repetitive questions and statements, here is what I do. Every so often, probably every 2 or 3 hours actually, I'll say, Mom, I'm Duchess. What's your name? I'm your daughter. Who are you? Where are we at? These simple questions that she should know. Like, Mom, let's go get some water. Show me how to get water out of the refrigerator. Or, Mom, can you go turn the light on for me? I don't remember how. These things help them, especially when they're repeating things over and over. You kind of snap them out of it and let them focus on something that maybe can help them get out of that funk. And then it's like something in their brain triggers and they can think a little bit better. And of course, the fourth thing that goes along with this communicating with us is the misplacing items. And if they're frequently losing or misplacing items and being unable to trace their steps back to find what they did, well, that's a subtle clue to you that, yeah, this behavior is, and the difficulties with their short-term memory is kind of spiraling down and their awareness kind of goes and comes. But misplacing items, that is something that my mom knows in her mind that she has an issue with. I mean, she's pretty sharp with how she deals with this dementia. Like when we're traveling, her luggage is up, in the luggage cabinet above us. Every so often she'll tell me, my luggage up here. Don't let me forget my bags up here. Don't let me forget my bags up here. She's constantly reminding me, but she's reminding herself so that she doesn't forget it. She's not convinced that I'm not going to forget. So she's thinking this is her responsibility. Her bag is up there and she's not going to lose it. It's her prized possession. The same thing with her cup. On the days when her memory is a little bit, I would say, less or not good, or she's just not thinking clearly, she carries her belongings with her so she don't misplace them or put them down because that's all she knows. And so they're going with her from place to place to place. So you can tell with the days that she's not doing that well, because the days that she's doing well, she don't mind setting them down and she'll just leave them, her books, her water bottle, her napkins, whatever, she has, she'll set them down on a good day. But a bad day, she's going to carry all this stuff around with her from room to room to room. Even if she's just going from the living room to the kitchen, eat, everything's got to go with her because in her mind, she can't forget her stuff. That's important. And two, I guess the fifth or the most important sign is changes in their social engagement. When you notice that they don't want to be interacting, they just want to sit and be quiet and not pay attention, or they, like my mom, she'll just pick fine lint, invisible lint to try to pick off of her constantly. And she don't want to participate in the conversation. She don't want to look at us. She's just struggling to keep up with the cognitive demands of socializing. So she just doesn't do it. She just zones out. And you can tell when that happens. And like I'll take her to eat with my friends. So we have like a Tuesday night dinner club where we just go and eat and talk and catch up. She goes with me. Well, you can tell when she's had enough of the conversation or the social overload is hitting place. She stands up. She'll just stand up. She'll be real quiet. Don't cause a scene. She'll just stand up, stretch, look around, and I'll ask her, "Are you ready to go?" "Yep, it's time." And she won't cause a scene. She'll just stand up, be real, just look around, stand there for a while. Sometimes she'll move around a little bit, stretching her body. But these are my clues that she has had enough. It's an overload. So these are some of the things to look for when you're dealing with someone with dementia. And I think what I know about my mom, everybody else does, but I'm finding out that you don't. You don't know these subtle clues. The biggest thing is you got to watch your person, observe them. Just watch what they do when they're good, when they're bad. Take notes, take a mental picture of it or whatever. But you need notes so if you have someone else to come and watch them for a few hours, you can kind of tell them, hey, look for this, this, and this, or write it down so they'll have it. A journal is a good thing to keep because that also gives you a record of them on their good days, their bad days, and when they're gone, their memory lives alive. They're still alive with you. You can go back and read, oh, mom did this today. Mom was real sharp today. Oh, she had a bad day today. This is what we had to do. It was a tough day on all of us. But thank goodness the next day came and she's doing better. So if you journal your notes and what goes on with them, then you'll have a pattern. You can see consistency here with how these things work. And remember, there are 5 subtle clues that they give you, that there's an issue. Something's going on with them. Again, number 1, the change in mood or behavior. Number 2, difficulty with routine tasks. Number 3, repetitive questions or statements. And the 4th one is misplacing items, misplacing things everywhere. Don't know where they left the cup, okay? Changes in social engagement. When they get real quiet, subdued, and don't want to interact, that's a big one too. So these clues here now can help you understand and respond more effectively to the needs of your loved one with dementia. So I just want to touch on this today to give you some background, some things to think about. And in this episode, we explore the 5 subtle clues that individuals with dementia use to communicate their needs and feelings. So let's discover how to recognize these signs and provide better care for our loved ones. And again, this is perfect for you caregivers seeking deeper insights and practical advice, which I'm giving you, practical advice. And let me give you some other tips that have happened this week. I call this my Duchess DJ Dementia Diaries. Each week I kind of give you some things that's happened during my past week with my mom, what we've encountered, and, how things happen, because each week can be a new week, can be a new adventure, things I haven't seen before. So just for instance, last night, again, some days she eats a lot, some days she don't. Yesterday was one of those days when she ate a lot, okay? And so around 8:30, when she has a routine, she'll go close her curtains when it gets dark and start tidying up before it's time to go to bed. Well, she did that. So I'm thinking, okay, this is normal. It's a little bit early than what she normally wants to go to bed, but she's getting ready. These are what she knows, her little routine. But she goes back to her bedroom and she comes back. But she comes back with her plate off the table. Our table we have our place settings on the table, make it look all pretty in the kitchen. Well, she grabbed her plate and brought it and sat down beside her chair. Didn't say a word to me, didn't ask me anything. She just set her plate there and looked at me. And so I saw the plate. I said, "Are you hungry?" And she didn't. I guess she didn't understand how to answer. So I'll go get the plate. And she's kind of mad because I'm getting that plate now. So I said, "Come on with me. Let's go back in the kitchen where the plate belongs. Come with me." I said, "Do you want me to put something in it?" And she goes, "You got something?" And so I heated her up some food and put in her plate. She's a happy camper. Another way that she lets me know that she's hungry or not feeling well, or usually it's hungry, but sometimes it's not feeling well too. She has her cup, her water cup. I have them clear. I used to have the cups where I couldn't see through them, but I found out when she puts paper in it, her silverware in it, who knows what else, I need a see-through cup so that I can see what's inside her water so she's not drinking something that's unclean. Well, she had stuffed it full of napkins with her water and her water bottle that she drinks out of. Okay, I knew right then something's wrong. So I take that out, pour it out, clean it, give it back to her fresh water, and I give her an aspirin to help with her head. Sure enough, that worked out. Okay, sometimes when she knows something's not right in her body, not necessarily sick, but let's say her joints are hurting or she's stiff or something. Again, I don't know what she goes through, but I kind of figured out how to alleviate things. So when you can tell when her little mood, when she's fidgety or whatever, it's time to go for a walk. So we go for a walk. And usually then coming back, she's so much smarter. She knows then I need to go to the bathroom, or she'll point to my arm and she says, it's hot right here. It's hot. It's warm. It's warm. Okay, hot and warm means to her it's hurting. Again, she can't tell me it hurts. She goes, it's hot. It's hot. It's hot. Well, I can touch it and it's not hot. So I'm learning her cues as what she tells me is going on with her. Again, the subtle clues that she gives me for me to interpret. And she knows I take care of her. I mean, that's a blessing, is because she lights up when I come downstairs, or when my dad's been looking out for her, or one of my friends, and I come back in, she's just happy. She knows her person's back. And sometimes when we're riding down the road, when I don't really think she's understanding, something about riding in the car, looking at the surroundings, brings her memory back. She'll just go, I love you. Thank you for taking care of me. It just out of the blue. I mean, just, and then it's just back, gone. That memory's gone back. But something about that traveling that brings that memory back. Her, she's sharp. And as soon as she's sharp, she knows she's sharp. She lets me know, I love you. Thank you for taking care of me. It's just amazing to me that when I travel and ride her around, how that makes her memory work better. So we kind of have a routine now. At lunchtime, we ride. We ride somewhere for a little while to break up the day and come back and keep her memory going. And if one of those days where she's really in and out, at dinner time, we'll go ride too, or in the evening when the sun's setting, for that pretty view out there. These are the things that we do to overcome these dementia setbacks where she can't communicate with me. So again, I'm Duchess DJ Love, host of Gallivanting Like a Royal and Duchess DJ Love YouTube channels, and the founder of gallivantinglikearoyal.com. That's my blog on wanderlust and wealth wisdom. Here's my book on dementia. I have another one called Patience coming out. This is available on Amazon in paperback, hardcover, and the Kindle version. You can also purchase it on my website, and you can get me to autograph it for you. Hey, I don't mind. And again, Patience is coming out soon. And Patience, every letter of Patience, I can spell out a theme that goes along with that letter. And for what things you look for, like an I want to go home syndrome. What does that mean? How can you figure it out? How can you make it easier for you? These are just little tips that I give you. And look for me on Fridays around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for your Duchess DJ Dementia Diaries, where I give you an update each week on what's going on with Lady Lexi, what I've learned about dementia, and to watch our frequent travels. I'll show off where we go because she loves to travel. That makes her smile. That makes her mind seem to work a little bit better. So guess what? She flies the friendly skies frequently too. She's a frequent flyer. We are platinum, executive platinum with American Airlines. So that lets you know we're in the skies a lot. So if my mom can travel the world like a globetrotter with dementia, so can you. So we're going to give you tips, and I hope you've enjoyed this. And that's all I have for now. Again, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe if you find my information beneficial to you, because I certainly appreciate it.